The Great Pyramid of Giza rises from the Egyptian desert like a frozen wave of time, its massive limestone blocks glowing gold under the sun, yet hiding shadows deeper than night within its stone heart, and for more than 4,500 years it has stood silently, watching civilizations rise and fall while guarding secrets that still refuse to fully surrender themselves to modern science. Built for Pharaoh Khufu, or so history tells us, this colossal structure was once wrapped in polished white casing stones that reflected sunlight so fiercely it was said to shine like a star fallen to earth, but what truly matters is not what the pyramid shows the world, it is what it hides inside, beyond the narrow passageways and sealed chambers where air feels heavy and silence presses against the chest. Ancient texts are frustratingly quiet about its construction, leaving historians to argue whether tens of thousands of laborers worked with simple copper tools or whether knowledge far ahead of its time guided their hands, because the precision of the pyramid is almost impossible to ignore, aligned nearly perfectly with true north, its proportions reflecting mathematical constants that some claim were not officially discovered until thousands of years later, and as explorers crawled through the descending passage for the first time, torches trembling, they realized the pyramid was not a simple tomb but a carefully designed machine of stone, filled with shafts pointing toward specific stars, as if the soul of the pharaoh was meant to travel along them into the heavens. The queen's chamber, oddly empty and never used for a queen, raises questions even today, while the grand gallery stretches upward like a stone cathedral, its corbelled walls suggesting a mastery of weight distribution that modern engineers still admire with disbelief, and then there is the king's chamber, housing a plain granite sarcophagus too large to have been carried in after construction, meaning the chamber was built around it, hinting at long-term planning and an understanding of structure that feels almost modern, yet no mummy was ever found, no treasure, no inscriptions boasting of Khufu's glory, only silence and stone, leading some to believe the pyramids served a purpose beyond burial, perhaps a monument to cosmic order, a symbolic ladder between earth and sky, or even a storehouse of sacred knowledge meant only for the initiated. Legends whisper of hidden rooms still undiscovered, of scrolls, artifacts, or records of a lost age sealed behind stone blocks, and even today, scans using advanced technology have revealed mysterious voids deep inside the pyramid, spaces no human has entered, reigniting ancient questions that refuse to die. As you listen to this story, imagine walking those narrow corridors yourself, feeling the chill of the stone, wondering who last stood there thousands of years ago, and if these mysteries fascinate you, if your heart beats faster at the thought of forgotten knowledge buried beneath time, then this journey is only beginning. Subscribe to the channel, because the secrets of the past are vast, and we have only just stepped through the doorway. As night falls over the Giza plateau, the Great Pyramid transforms from a sunlit monument into a dark silhouette against the stars, and it is under this sky that many believe its true purpose becomes clearer, because ancient Egyptians did not separate architecture from astronomy, death from eternity, or stone from spirit, and the pyramid's internal shafts align with stars once associated with Osiris and Orion, the gods of rebirth and the afterlife, suggesting the structure was designed as a resurrection engine of sorts, a sacred pathway guiding the pharaoh's soul into the cosmic cycle. But beyond spiritual symbolism, there are whispers of practical knowledge embedded in its design, measurements reflecting the Earth's dimensions, encoded geometry, and ratios that mirror the harmony of nature itself, leading some researchers to believe the pyramid was a time capsule of wisdom, built not only for Khufu but for humanity, meant to endure long after dynasties crumbled into dust. Ancient myths speak of a hall of records, hidden beneath or within the pyramid, containing the lost knowledge of a civilization that existed before the floods, a claim dismissed by mainstream scholars yet stubbornly alive in the margins of history, fueled by unexplained anomalies and newly discovered cavities that challenge the idea that we already know everything about this monument. Modern technology, robots, muon scans, and thermal imaging, has replaced torches and guesswork, but each answer seems to open 10 new questions, because why would the builders create empty spaces where no burial or ritual took place, why leave chambers undecorated when Egyptian culture prized inscriptions, and why design a structure so complex if its only purpose was to house a body? Some believe the pyramid was never finished, others that its true function was deliberately hidden, protected not by traps but by confusion and time, and perhaps that was the greatest defense of all, standing before the Great Pyramid today, one cannot escape the feeling that it is not a relic of a primitive past but a message from intelligent minds who understood that stone, when shaped with purpose, could speak across millennia. And now, thousands of years later, we are still listening, still arguing, still wondering, drawn back again and again by the same unanswered call. If stories like this ignite your imagination, if you want to explore ancient mysteries, hidden histories, and secrets carved into the world itself, then don't let the journey end here. Subscribe to the channel and walk with us into the unknown. Because the Great Pyramid has not finished telling its story, and neither have we.